Hello and welcome to Coaster of the Week Series 3. I hope you all had a fantastic few weeks, and this time I'm back for more roller coasters than ever before, because last year over 25 episodes of Coaster of the Week have been made. It's actually been a really good year for Coaster of the Week. Over 25 episodes were made, and lots of different types of roller coasters, including family ones, junior ones, kids ones, and really big ones as well that I actually said. You might have noticed that I've got a new angle as well. I zoomed it in a little bit as well, so basically you won't be able to see the whole of the room anymore, so yeah, definitely like that. Also, another change is that Coaster of the Week will be on Saturday mornings, so instead of Friday evenings it's going to be moved to Saturday mornings as well. So basically every Saturday this is going to be happening from now on. I want to change it up a bit, change the actual series of Coaster of the Week it's going to be like the same as last year, but from now on Saturday mornings Coaster of the Week is going to be actually on the screen. So okay, then we're going to go straight into our first roller coaster of the series. Okay, then it's time for our first roller coaster of series 3. So this is a very good roller coaster I've designed. It's called the Nose Diver. So basically it's a really good roller coaster. It's got quite a lot of invasions, a lot of drops in it, some crazy road pieces I designed in there. Basically I've had Thrill Off the Rails for over 10 years and I'm still playing it. But yeah, I'll do love designing roller coasters and show them to all you people out there who are interested in roller coasters and that. But yeah, we're going to go straight into the coaster. I'm not going to do the POV just yet, but this time I'm actually going to leave it to the end of the video. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through all the statistics first, and then we're going to do the POV at the very end of this video. So the max speed of this coaster is 52.83 miles per hour. That's the fastest speed of the coaster. 21.08 miles per hour is the average speed. The time it takes to get around the whole course of the track is about 59 seconds, which is less than a minute. You get 9 drops on this, and you got 2 invasions, inversions, inversions, that they're like pieces, that crazy pieces that I used for the actual roller coaster itself. The length is 1,850 feet, so that's quite a tall for a roller coaster. And I'm now just going to go through all the statistics on the ride. So okay, it took about £3,250 to build. Like I said, the time was 59 seconds. The thrill data is 91 out of 100, which is good, that's in the green, but the naughty here is 53 out of 100, so you know, it's in a bit of a more yellow zone, which is great, but it's alright. But you do want to make sure if it goes into the actual thing itself. So right, so what we're going to do now, I'm now going to go over to the television and I'm going to film the on my POV for you. Let's go. So okay, I'm at the television now. I did it from a different camera angle, so you can see now the crazy inversion. Here comes the inversion piece. So you got the one. This is really fun, this piece does. It stops the train and it takes you down to the next level of the track. You can see you got a nice little bank and twist there, and you got another one of those drops. The track just tilts downwards and it takes you on another drop. You can see it picks quite a lot of speed up when you go for the next couple of turns. And then we go round again, and this is the last piece connecting to the station. So there we are, that is the Nose Diver coaster. So there you go then, that was the first episode of Series 3 of Coaster of the Week. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. Make sure you check out all the other episodes of Coaster of the Week that I did last year back in Series 2. Make sure you check out the very early series of Coaster of the Week, Series 1, which was just me. I didn't talk to the viewers, I was just filming it on my phone, but now, 2 years later, I'm here now, talking about my roller coasters to all you lot out there, and I cannot wait to share many more episodes of Coaster of the Week throughout 2018. Make sure you check out the other videos that are going to be going on online throughout 2018. It's going to be a really good year. It's going to be very busy. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be very interesting, and I cannot wait to share many memories on the channel. So that's it then for this week. My name's been Jamie Branthwaite. This has been Coast of the Week. This has been Branthwaite Productions, and I will see you next time. Bye for now. Hello and welcome to another episode of Coast of the Week. I hope you all had a fantastic week so far. It's officially Saturday again. I can't believe that a week ago I would have been starting this fantastic new series of Coast of the Week. More coasters than ever before. Lots to look forward to over the years, so make sure you do keep an eye out on YouTube, on Branthwaite Productions for more coasters ever before. And basically it's my chance to show you all my roller coasters I've made over the week. So let's get straight into it then with our first roller coaster. Now this is a very interesting roller coaster. It's called Rocket 69, which is a rocket themed roller coaster which launches like that. It goes like that, and it goes right up in the air, and then it just goes down, lots of bumps and that, really big bumps and that, and then you go high up in the air, you go straight up and then back down, and basically it's a really fast launch coaster as well. Basically I'll do that at some point in the video. I'll tell you how fast it really goes, and I'll go through all the stuff and that. So basically, yeah, it's a coaster that it's the shape of a rocket. It goes up and down, and it's quite fast. It's very high as well, and then you go really low into the ground as well. It's quite a fun coaster as well. But now I'm going to go straight into the statistics and thrill data. So yeah, it's time to have a look at the statistics of Rocket 69. It's £5,950 to build. The capacity is 8 for all 2 cars. You've got 4 riders per row. The duration of the time is 46 seconds. The thrill rating is 64 out of 100, which is good. It's in the green section. And then you have naughty, which is 52 out of 100, which is in the yellow section, which is okay, but it can be less down than a bit. Thrill data then, so the fastest speed is 87.95 miles per hour. That's a really fast speed for a roller coaster itself. The average is 40.41. Like I said, the time it takes is 46 seconds. You've got 4 drops. The max drop is 255.63 feet. And then you're up in the air for about 21 seconds, and yeah, that's literally it for this thrill data section. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the television, and I'm going to do an on-ride POV of Rocket 69, and I cannot wait to show you this on-ride POV. Let's go. So here we are then on the Rocket 69, so you can see it just went through a launch section. It's now making its way up a hill. And look how fast it actually goes downhill, and then it goes right up into the air again, waiting for the next drop. It goes a lot more faster than it used to do on the other drops, and you can see how quick it goes than the others. So down we go again, around a really big bump. And you can see it's quite fast this time. I think we're gonna, yep, there we are, it slows down a bit, and then it goes down. And we're just about there. There we are, 46 seconds long for Rocket 69. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Coast of the Week. Make sure you check out the first episode that went online last week. It was all about a roller coaster called Nosediver. You'll really like it. It's got some really good pieces that I used in there, so make sure you do check out the first episode of that. So basically I'm going to be doing all sort of coasters. I'm going to do kiddie coasters, junior coasters, family coasters, thrilling coasters, wild coasters, and lots more to come. So basically, the one that I did last week was a wild coaster. No, it's a thrilling coaster actually, and the one that I did this week was a thrilling coaster. Next week then, I'm going to be doing a little children's roller coaster that I'm going to be building, so make sure you check out and stay tuned for that going on next week. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching Coast of the Week. My name's been Jay Branthwaite, this has been Branthwaite Productions, and I will see you next time. Bye for now. It's time for another episode of Coaster of the Week, and welcome to episode 3 of Coaster of the Week. In the last episode, I talked about a thrilling roller coaster called Rocket 69. If you've not checked that episode out, make sure you check that one out. It's literally about a rocket-themed roller coaster that went up the hills and round, and basically it's like a launch coaster and that, so make sure you check out that episode that went online last week. But this week, we are here to talk about another roller coaster called Frog Leap. Now, this is a little children's coaster based around a frog, like a frog leap and that. So basically it's like, you know, I've used like a few elements and that to the coaster. I've used like banks, I've used bank hills and that, where they go up, where it goes really slowly up in the air. I've also used quite a lot of I've used a few lift hills and a few hops as well to make sure that the ride is like a frog when it's hopping about. So basically this is called the Frog Leap. So what we're going to do, I'm going to now talk to you about the statistics of the data, and then I'm going to do the ride P.O.V afterwards. So let's go. So it's time to have a look at the statistics of Leapfrog. So we're now going to have a look at the actual coaster for the name. So we're going to have a look at the build cost. So it's £2,890 to build. The capacity of the whole 3 trains is 18. It's not a train, they're cars by the way, so basically 80 can go. 48 seconds long is the time of the ride it takes. And the thrill rating is 55 out of 100, that is in the yellow zone, which is okay. Could be a little bit more thrilling. And in the naughtier zone it's 35 out of 100, which is in the green zone, which is all what kids coasters should be. So basically you mustn't, like, you know, you mustn't make it too fast for children, you mustn't make it too wild. You just got to make sure that the coaster is like, you know, gentle and exciting for children. So basically this is my children's coaster I built this week. So now what we're going to do is we're going to end it with an on-ride P.O.V. It hasn't been a long episode this week because apparently it's a short little children's coaster, but I'm going to talk to you about the elements I've used in this coaster along the way. So we're now going to get straight into this on my P.O.V. Let's go. So here we are, we have the starting point, we have a little lift hill there. Not as big, but just to get a little bit of speed. So you can see it's banked. It doesn't go quite as fast, but it does go fast during the end of the ride. So here is the hill. Got a little bank twist going on its side. Now I made a little hop there to speed the coaster up. And there you go through a helix up to another banked twist. And there we go. So this is just a short little kids coaster, this one is. So basically it's not bad, but it could be a bit longer, but literally it's just a small kids coaster to entertain little children. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Coaster of the Week this week. Make sure you check out the last 2 episodes that have been going online throughout the past 2 weeks. Next week then I'm going to be having a look at a family roller coaster. So this week I'm going to be designing a family roller coaster for children and adults. So basically it's not too fast, not too naughty, not too sick, but basically I'm just going to, like, you know, do like a family coaster and that. Make sure the train is quite long as well. So basically, yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing my family coaster with you people out there. So that's it then for this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. Join me tomorrow for another episode of the Branthwaite Productions show, as I'm going to be talking about a few videos that went online and what you're going to expect to come in the next few weeks here on Branthwaite Productions. My name's been Jamie Branthwaite, this has been Coaster of the Week, this has been Branthwaite Productions, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now. Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster of the Week. I hope you all had a fantastic week so far. It doesn't feel that long ago that I've actually did another episode of Coaster of the Week. So last week's episode was all about a roller coaster called Leapfrog. It was a little sort of junior coaster, little kids coaster thing. It featured quite a lot of different features. It features the banks, it features the over banks turns and a lot of other stuff on here as well. So if you've not checked out that little coaster, make sure you check out last week's episode of Coaster of the Week, and make sure you tune in because it's quite a good episode actually. But moving on from that, today I am back for another episode of Coaster of the Week, and this week we are going to be looking at a little family roller coaster called Water Boats. Now this is a little water coaster for families. I built it myself. It didn't take that long to design. It's got a lot of helix drops. It's got lots of water. You plunge down into the water below, and you know it's got all that sort of thing. It's basically like a little boat. You sit in a little boat and it goes up a lot of lift hills and it goes down into the waters below. It doesn't go underwater, it just shoots water out. It's like you're going on a log flume and it shoots water out. But you know, it's now time to have a look at the thrill data and statistics of this little ride. So it's time to have a look at the thrill data of this ride. Apparently it's a good little coaster for a thrill rating. It's 57 out of 100, which is okay. It's in the yellow zone, which is absolutely brilliant. It's quite an average thrill rating for a little family coaster. The naughtiest face 8 out of 100, which is quite good for a coaster because it's actually designed for adults and kids, so it's not too sick. It's not too wild. So you know, it's a little coaster I managed to keep simple. The max speed is 50.61 miles per hour. The average is 13.66 miles per hour. The time it takes is 2 minutes and 8 seconds. It's quite a long coaster. It's not as long as the other one that I had. It has 4 drops on it, and yeah, like that. So we're now moving on to the statistics. £4,700 to build. The capacity is 18. You get 6 in each car. It's not a train. It's just how many people go on, how many rides per hour that is. And like you said, you got the time again, 2 minutes and 8 seconds, and you know, it's just that's a nice little thing to do. What we're going to do now, we're going to do another POV of the water boats coaster, and I'll point along to some of the features we'll use along the way. So here we go. So here we are now on the water boats coaster. You can see it's making its way around the first lift hill. Up it goes. It's quite a small lift hill to start off with, and then they do get bigger towards the end of the ride. And you can see it's now going to plunge down into a track full of water below. It's going to go quite slowly on the next one. There we go. Now make its way up the helix. It's quite a slow start. So we are making our way up the next hill. It's quite a tiny one, but again plunging into the water below. Now makes its way around the containers. Like I said, this is in a construction site. I've got 2 brand new roller coasters at one of my parks now, and I'm going to show you one of them next week's episode, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Right, now making its way up the next hill now. This is the big one. You've got the big lift hill up, and it goes really fast in this last drop. You can see how high it actually goes. And then the last drop. And there we are. Make our way up the helix. Another lift hill. And there we go. And then just the final section to go back into the station. And there we are, 2 minutes and 8 seconds it took for it to get around the whole track. So basically that was a good coaster there. Anyway, it's time to end the episode. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. Make sure you check out all the other videos that are online on Branthwaite Productions. Tomorrow I'll be back for another episode of the Branthwaite Productions show, expecting what videos are going to be going on throughout the next few weeks. I did talk to you a little bit about those videos last week, but I'm actually going to talk about them in more detail, so make sure you stay tuned tomorrow for another episode of the Branthwaite Productions show. But for now, mine has been Jamie Branthwaite, this has been Coast of the Week, this has been Branthwaite Productions, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode of the show. See you later everyone, have a good time. Hello and welcome to another episode of Coast of the Week. I hope you all had a fantastic week so far, and basically I'm back for another episode of Coast of the Week, and some of you might have noticed that the coaster is going to be a little bit different this week to some other coasters, because apparently I'm not going to be on the Nintendo Wii this week, but I'm going to be on the PlayStation in Minecraft, because apparently I've just finished building the second part of the roller coaster that I started back a couple of months ago. So basically, if you've not seen the Minecraft video where I just show you a tour of my theme park, Funland, go back and just have a little check to see if I have. But I have done a video about my theme park, but it doesn't look, it looks a bit different now to what it used to be, because apparently I'm now going to show you the roller coaster, what it looks like now. So basically, it's going to be a bit different to Coast of the Week that I normally do, but it's going to be, I'm going to give you a tour of it, I'm going to show you the station, the tunnels, the mountain where it runs, and lots more. So basically, let's get straight into this coaster, because there are lots of details to get through. Let's go. So here we are, so this is what the coaster looks like. So basically, first off you have the lift hill itself, you've got the station next to it, which is that purple building just over there. Apparently you've got a lot of other stuff going on. You have the drop of the lift hill. You then go round the warehouse, some sort of monster structure is there, and then when you go down you go through the tunnel, basically have the monster structure, so basically you can see the red and orange and stripy thing there, so that's where he is. And then basically afterwards you might notice there's another hill coming up, but this time instead of going just towards the station, it then goes out of the park and then it goes into a mountain where my house is, where my little bungalow is situated. So basically I'm literally going to give you a tour of the coaster now, and basically I'm just going to start from the station and make my way around the course of the ride itself. So let's go. So the first thing we're going to have a look at is the station. So basically the name of this coaster is now got a brand new name. It's known as Monsters Fury, so this is the name of the coaster. Basically you walk through, you then have the entrance to coaster, and then along here you have all these rules, so you can have, there's like no smoking, no fuel drink, no pushing, no running, and just all the other rules here as well. So basically you got some lights to light up the station, you got the stairs, and then basically you have your queue, and then there's your train. There's a total of 6 cars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you have like some sort of control panel there, and then you have the exit on the other side of the station itself. So basically what I'm going to do now, it will then go up the lift hill, which I'll now show you. So if we just take a step up, you can see this is the actual lift hill. You have steps just in case. All lift hills have to have steps just in case that the train might go wrong or something, it might get stuck up the hill or something. But then you get a nice view of the park itself when you get to the top and when you get to the other bit of the ride. So now I'm basically going to show you the other stuff on the ride. So moving on to the first tunnel, basically this is the first tunnel that the train goes through. It's shaped like a monster with a body, it's got his arms, it's got a big blue eye. So basically when the train goes down, it goes through its mouth. So over here you might see a little room, but you might not be able to see it, but you can see it just here. It's just like there's a damage just in case if the train does get stuck. And when you go down, you then go through this tunnel. So basically you have like zombies and skeletons hiding in there, with a few torches in there as well. And then when you go up the hill, you can see that we're now going to make our way over to the next section, which I'm going to talk about. So now moving on to the next section, now you might notice that the train used to just go over here, but this time I've built an extension to the track, so you might be able to see there's a drop that goes right out of the park. It goes down a tiny drop, and you can see there's a little tunnel just there by the creeper statue. So if you go down this drop here, you go through this drop here, and then you notice that you go up another lift hill going into the tunnel. You might have noticed that there's some fire effects there as well, so there's like, to make the ride more exciting, you can see I've got a sign, please remain seated at all times, because after you go through this bit, you then go through a dark tunnel below. So you can see there's a bit of a tunnel there. You might not be able to see it because of the room, but you can see there's a tunnel there. It's just completely black with nothing in it, and then once you get out, you then go up the hills, and then you go through this bit here. Now you might have noticed that I've made some of the Minecraft enemies. So you've got like a zombie, the creeper that I've mentioned before. Then you got some sort of pumpkin, and then you got like a skeleton face over there as well. So it's just like theming the ride up a bit, just like, you know, with all monsters and that around it. Then the train goes through this bit here. It goes underneath the structure, and then it goes up this last hill before it makes its way around the station. So basically, I've put brace yourself, brake run, brace yourself, just so that, you know, that train stops. It then goes down this last drop here, and then you might have noticed, please remain seated until stop. And then I'm going to show you the exit. So just moving on to the final bit of the ride. So once people get off the train, you might notice that the exit is on this side. So you just go around here, and then you might notice you go through underneath the station, and you can see that there's lots of just torches here. And then when you open the gate, and then you go through here, and then that is the exit. But also you might have noticed that there's a photo booth next to it as well, where you can get your photos, your key rings, your magnets, wallet photos, just all that kind of stuff, to be honest. And basically that's where photos can be printed. Thank you very much for watching this special episode of Coaster of the Week. This is episode 5 of the series now, and basically next week I'm going to be back on the Nintendo Wii, back to normal, with more coasters than ever before. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye for now. Welcome to another episode of Coaster of the Week. This week is going to be very exciting because last week we had a Minecraft roller coaster that I managed to do. Make sure you check that video out if you've not seen it. It was really good last week, and this week is going to be better because this week I've designed a really good ride, which you're going to probably like. Now this week I'm going to be talking about my classic snails ride. Now some people probably know that there are 2 snail rides in Yarmouth. There's one at Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach, and of course you got the awesome Joyland snails down there as well. So basically I thought I'd go for a little bit of a theme, make it a little bit like Pleasure Beach snails and a bit more like Joyland snails. So basically I've added a few elements, I've added a few drops, a few turns, and basically it's a nice little relaxing snails ride. It's not too fast, not too scary, it's quite low as well, so basically it's quite colourful as well, the snails are, and basically it just runs around the whole section of the construction site. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the field data and statistics. So then let's have a look at the statistics. So the build cost for this ride was £3,680. The capacity is 8 for all 2 snails. The time it takes to get around the whole course of the track is 1 minute and 18 seconds. The thrill rating is 58 out of 100, and the nausea is 29 out of 100, which is in the good section. The field section is quite good, which is absolutely brilliant. And basically now I'm going to move on to the field data. So the average speed is 17.80 miles per hour. That's not too bad. Like there's 7 drops, and you get 31 seconds of air time. So basically it's really good so far, and I'm really looking forward to showing you this snails ride. So basically it's supposed to be a family snails ride, It's a classic snails ride, so basically we're now going to do an on-ride POV of the classic snails ride. I hope you enjoy. So we are then on the classic snails ride. You can see here it's nice and gentle, and you can see, look at the drops as well when they come down, and it goes quite slowly up the hill there, and then we're going to get ready to go down the bigger dips. There we are. You get a bit of air time there. Now we're going to make our way down the really tall, really dip. There we are, some more drops. Nice and slowly up the hill. And there we go again. And we're nearly at the end of the ride. Just one more tiny drop. There we go. And then the final stage when we connect to the station. And there we are. And there we are, 1 minute and 18 seconds. I hope you all enjoyed this week's episode of Coast of the Week. Make sure you check out all the other episodes of Coast of the Week if you've not seen them. Make sure you check out Series 2 from last year when there was a lot of coasters. Series 3 is to be the biggest and exciting series of the year for Coast of the Week, so make sure you check all the other videos that are going to be going online throughout the next couple of weeks here on Branthwaite Productions. Thank you very much for watching Coast of the Week. Please stay tuned for another coaster next week, as I'll be showing you a really thrilling roller coaster. Thanks for watching Branthwaite Productions, and I will see you all in another video at another time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Coming up on the first of 2 episodes of Coast of the Week, this week I have a look at a brand new roller coaster that I've designed over the past week. Today I'm going to be showing you a brand new roller coaster which I literally just designed. It's a surfboard coaster and it's called Groovy Waves. Now this is a coaster that is really interesting to watch because apparently it's really good as well, because basically it's got a high thrill rating and a middle-ish nausea rating as well. So basically I'm just going to quickly go through the thrill data of this ride. So basically the max speed is 44.82 miles per hour, the average speed is 28.25 miles per hour, the time it takes to get around the whole course of the track is 50 seconds long, and of course you've got your air time which is 16 seconds, and then you've got 10 drops on this ride throughout the whole course of the track. So basically, and a lot of airtime drops to it as well. No inversions on this coaster, it's just twists and hills and that. And then we're going to go through the thrill rating. It's 90 out of 100, which is exactly in the green zone, which is absolutely brilliant. And the nausea is 47 out of 100, which isn't too bad actually for a coaster. But like I said, high rating, high thrill rating, low nausea, which is actually one of the best things to do on any coaster. So let's have a look at the statistics now. So basically it took £4,160 to build. You have 8 in both cars, so you have 4 in each car, and 2 cars equals 8 people. And like I said, 50 seconds long for the course of the track. So yeah, basically what we're going to do now is we're now going to do an on-ride POV of this coaster with a different camera angle this time, and let's go. So here we are then, we're on the Groovy Waves, so you can see it's a surfboard coaster, fits about 4 people inside, and you can see I've twisted it around as well. You have drops, you have hills, you have twists, you have banks, just lots of stuff on this coaster. And you can see how well it does. So it goes up the next lift hill now. You can see it just goes all the way around. Little airtime drops to make it more thrilling around the banks. Made a lot of them to slow the coaster down. And we are now going to slow down into the station. And there we go, it's the end of the ride. And let's go. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Coast of the Week. Make sure you check out all the other videos that have been online on Branthwaite Productions throughout the past couple of years. Like I said, don't worry, there's no cancellation of Coast of the Week just yet. But basically, don't forget there's another episode of Coast of the Week going to be online Easter Sunday tomorrow. So basically, thank you very much for watching the first of 2 episodes of Coast of the Week for Easter. And thanks for watching. Bye for now. Hello and welcome to another episode of Coast of the Week. Now some of you might have noticed this is the second part of the double bill episode of Coast of the Week. The first one went online yesterday, so make sure you check that one out. The normal version of the series is now online. But literally I'm going to talk about a different roller coaster this time. And basically I'm at one of my parks this time. I didn't build the parks myself, the game has already built them for you, so literally you can build roller coasters, you can put rides in, you can put stalls in, and basically I thought I just wanted to have a little look at one of my coasters at the park. So basically I'm going to, on my park on there, it's called Thrill Explorer. You get 5 parks that have been created for you. All you just got to do is just build the rides, put in the stalls, the games and that. And basically I'm going into Thrill Explorer and I'm going to be showing you a coaster called the Dragon. Now this is a very, very fun family roller coaster which I literally really designed. I really like it and I think it's a very, very good addition to one of my parks. So basically I cannot wait to show you this coaster. It looks really, really good and I cannot wait to do it on my P.O.V of it because it looks absolutely brilliant and it's got some really good elements to the ride as well, which I'll show you in a minute. So basically we're now going to have a look at the thrill data and statistics. I'm going to literally play the background now, so basically you might be able to hear the roller coaster testing because I've just tested it around on its own. You might just be able to hear it. Let's have a little listen. You might just not be able to hear it, but you know, it might be it's going around on its own. And basically we're just going to have a quick look at the statistics before we go. It took £4,280 to build. The ticket price is £1.50. I tried to make it not too expensive for a family roller coaster. We had over 2,000 guests have ridden the coaster, 2,000 customers have ridden it. The thrill rating is 79, which is good. And the nausea rating is 42 out of 100, which is in the yellow, which is absolutely okay for a family coaster. We'll just have a quick look at the thrill data before it comes round. 46.55 miles per hour is the max speed. The average is 22.67 miles per hour, and the time it takes to get around the whole track is 1 minute and 8 seconds. And there are 7 drops to this awesome roller coaster. Now basically what I'm going to do now, the coaster's just now arrived at the station, and I'm now going to do an on my P.O.V of this fantastic family coaster at one of my parks. So let's do it. So here we are then. This is the coaster that I've been designing. You can see here it makes its way down the first drop and then it goes through a tunnel underneath, and now you can see it makes its way up the first lift hill, and you can see my park manager riding it. It's got 7 cars, it fits quite a lot of people on there. You can see it's now going to make its way around the banks. You can see it will then twist on the other side, now it will twist on the other side, and here comes the best part of the ride. You can see the hill there, look at the shot there. You might not be able to see it because one of the supports is in the way. And you can see it's now going to make its way slowly around a bank because we're now about to go down a final drop towards the station. And you can see here, there we go, picks up a bit of speed, and it's going to slow right down now because we're about to go into the station. But yeah, this coaster is quite good. It's very good for families, and it looks really awesome as well in the park. I really like it, and it took me quite a bit of a while to think of a family coaster, and that's literally replaced the Woody. Well, I hope you enjoyed this double bill edition of Coast of the Week. I thought it'd be a good idea to do 2 episodes of Coast of the Week because it is Easter, and I thought I wanted to put a lot of content on this Easter to make it more exciting, so that Branthwaite Productions has lots more content to go online throughout Easter. But please stay tuned for a very special video going online tomorrow. It's a very exciting announcement, but I'm not going to say anything because otherwise it will spoil the surprise. Make sure you check out all the other episodes of Coast of the Week. Make sure you check out all the other Minecraft videos. Check out the vlogs from last year, and so much more. Don't forget, there's still so much to come on the channel this year, and you do not want to miss it. I'm very, very excited about bringing more content, and thank you very much to all you people out there for watching, liking the video, subscribing, commenting what you think, and here's to the future of Branthwaite Productions. Thank you very much for watching Branthwaite Productions, and I will see you in another video very soon. See you later, bye for now. Welcome to a brand new episode of Coast of the Week. This week I'm going to be reviewing an old school coaster that I've designed. It's a classic corkscrew coaster which I literally designed a few weeks ago, and literally I'm going to be showing you the features of it, what it has. I'm going to show you the field date, and basically just like a normal episode of Coast of the Week. Sorry there hasn't been an episode of Coast of the Week last week because I was out vlogging, but it is a very exciting episode this week of Coast of the Week, which I'll be showing you this classic corkscrew coaster, and I'm really excited to be showing you it. And literally I'm going to be going through all the data and the statistics of the ride as well. So let's get straight into these data figures. So let's have a look. So the statistics of this coaster, it's £4,550 to build. The capacity is 12. The duration of the track is 59 seconds. The fill rating is 96 out of 100, which is really impressive. And then you've got the naughty rating, which is 49 out of 100, which is in the yellow zone, which is okay. But the fill date is really good. The fill rating is very good, absolutely brilliant. And now the fill data, max speed is 50.33 miles per hour. Yeah. And the average is 13.32. The length's 50 miles, and there's 9 drops on this ride, so really good as well. So I can't wait to be showing you a P.O.V of this coaster. And yeah, it's 59 seconds long, so it's like a minute of the ride and that. And I'm going to be showing you an on my P.O.V of this coaster. So without further ado, let's get straight into this on my P.O.V. Right, so here we are then, this is the coaster. You can just see it's making its way up the first hill of the ride. Got crash test dummies in there. And you can see I made a bank, and then I added a drop and then banked it round to make the coaster really gentle. You can see it's quite fast at this time of the ride. And you can see here it's going to slow down when it gets to the other end of the track. And now you can see it's making its way down the hill. And then of course we're at the end, we're just going to bank round and that. It's quite an interesting coaster. It's a little gentle coaster. And that's it, we're making our way back to the station. So yeah, there you go, that's an on my P.O.V of the corkscrew coaster. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Coast of the Week. Make sure you check out all the other episodes that have been online so far throughout the year here on Branthwaite Productions. And don't forget, I talked about it on this week's episode of the Branthwaite Productions show, which was online this Thursday gone. If you've not seen it, make sure you check it out. And I've also announced that Coast of the Week will have a brand new episode on Wednesday. So Saturday we're going to keep the same, and this time I'm going to add another episode on Wednesday evening, so there'll be 2 episodes of Coast of the Week to look out for, one on Saturday and one on Wednesday, so to keep everyone entertained. So thank you very much for watching this week's episode of Coast of the Week. Like I said, we'll have another one on Wednesday. Thank you very much for watching Branthwaite Productions, and I will see you in another Branthwaite Productions video very soon here on the channel. So everyone, bye for now. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Coast of the Week. Now, you might know it's Wednesday today, and I've literally got this extra episode going on. Starting from every Wednesday, I'm going to be doing another episode of Coast of the Week. Now, some of you will notice that I mentioned this on Thursday's episode of the Branthwaite Productions show. If you've not seen this week's episode of the Branthwaite Productions show, make sure you have a look at it, and it'll be just me telling you about the schedule for Coast of the Week. It's going to be the same. It's always going to be online Saturday, and I'm actually going to be adding an extra episode to this week's edition of the series. So every Wednesday, new episode of Coast of the Week, and there's going to be lots more to look forward to throughout the year on Branthwaite Productions, and I cannot wait to share plenty of more roller coasters that I've been designing with everyone out there. So let's get straight into this video then. This week I've designed a log flume ride, and I really like designing log flumes. I think they're the best coasters, the best water coasters out there, and I've actually got one for you right now. So what is the name of this ride? It's called Timber Falls. Now this is a good ride for a log flume. If it was to have some theming, it would be really good, but you can't do theming in Thrillville. But you know, this is a really good game. You can design any coaster you want, and you can build how you want it to look. So Timber Falls, we're going to quickly go through the field data rating. The max speed is 45.02 miles per hour, but the average speed is 14.80. It's not fast as a roller coaster like a steel or woody. It's not fast as any of those coasters, because this coaster is on water, so the log is actually in the water, so it won't go as fast as the ones on the track. It's 2 minutes and 9 seconds long. It's quite a long roller coaster, a long flume ride. The air time you get is 46 seconds long, and then this ride has 7 drops on it, so it's quite a good little log flume. But I'm actually going to tell you that the thrill rating and the nausea rating are all in green. So the thrill rating is 68 out of 100, which is absolutely brilliant, and of course the nausea rating is 38 out of 100, which is in the green section. So they are very good sections to be in, because the aim of the game is to make sure that your park guests don't get sick while riding the coaster. So it's always good to have low nausea and high thrill rating for family coasters. So I'm actually going to quickly talk through the statistics now. So £4,820 to build, and like I said, it can fit 8 customers at a time, so 4 on each log, so that's a total of 8 people. So right, we've done the statistics and field data, and I think it's time I now film on my P.O.V of this awesome log flume. Let's do it. So okay then, this is the log flume coaster. You can just see right here, you can actually see it's quite good so far. It's going to be quite a long P.O.V. It's going to be the longest video of Coast of the Week so far because of this log flume. So you can see the log colours are brown. I made it like actual oak colours itself, and it's going to go up the first lift hill. No banks on this one, no curved drops, because this is a log flume coaster. So you can just see here, it's quite good. It's nice and colourful as well. Takes you on a little tour around the construction area. You can just see here, it doesn't go as fast as steel or wooden coasters or suspended coasters, but you can just see here how good it actually looks for family, so you can ride it. So as you can see here, we're now making our way down the other drops of the coaster, of the log flume, and it does get quite soaking at the end. We're nearly at the end of the ride now, just a little bit more to go, and of course got to go down the big drop at the end of the ride, as you can see. So now we're making our way over to the last bit of the, you can see the little drop I've done here, but the big one is about to come up. And you can see here, this is the tallest drop on the coaster. On the log flume, you can just see here, that's the soakest drop on the ride. So that's it then, this is literally the end of the ride, and it's a good little ride, and I'm gonna now end the video, so let's go. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. It's been a very long one this week for Coaster of the Week, and it's because of the log flume. It's just been how long it is, how long the ride was, and I thought it had some really good drops in there and some really good elements used to the coaster, and I made the lift hills not so high because it's a family water ride, so I thought I'd stick to the a gentle ride theme. But next week, on Saturday, this Saturday, I'm actually going to be doing a really, really awesome coaster. It's going to be very, very wild, so it's going to be really fast as well, and I cannot wait to share this coaster with you. Thank you very much for watching Branthwaite Productions. Make sure you check out all the other videos that are going to be going online very soon. We've got more Minecraft videos coming up online throughout the next week or so, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And of course, more Coaster of the Week as well. Thank you very much for watching Branthwaite Productions, and I will see you in another Branthwaite Productions video very soon. So everyone, bye for now. Welcome back to another episode of Coaster of the Week. I hope you all had a fantastic week so far. I hope you enjoyed the extra episode that went online this week. Starting from this Wednesday, which has just gone, extra episodes will now be going online every Wednesday evening. So if you've not checked out the episode that went online Wednesday evening, make sure you check it out in the Coaster of the Week Series 3 playlist in the channel. So basically, this week I'm back again for another episode of Coaster of the Week. It's Saturday today and I'm back for another coaster. So let's get straight into this video. So today's coaster is called Rumble Jumble. Now this is a coaster that I took a while to do because it's really good. It's very, very wild as well, so I thought I'd make the coaster a bit more wild a bit. And basically, if you've not seen my other coasters, they're quite gentle, but this one is going to be a bit wilder this time, so it is going to be a very, very good coaster that I'm going to be showing you. So, we're going to have a look at the statistics of Rumble Jumble. Now, this coaster cost £4,777 to build, the capacity is 12, and the time it takes to get around the track is 1 minute and 1 second, and basically it's not as long, it's only 60 seconds, but, you know, like that. So, the thrill rating is 100 out of 100, which is absolutely brilliant. But the nausea rating is 64, which is in the orange zone, which ain't so quite good. So that is going to be a bit of a coaster there. So we're just going to have a look at the thrill data, and then we're going to be off. So the thrill data, the max speed 52.60 miles per hour, the average speed is 32.55 miles per hour, and there's 10 drops and there's 4 inversions. It's got 4 loops on this one, and there's a total of 10 drops. So, without further ado, let's get straight into this roller coaster. You can see here it's actually being lifted by a giant wheel on the top of the crane, and then the coaster makes its way down a little drop after the hill, and then it goes around 4 loops to make the coaster really, really awesome. You can just see here. It's a suspended coaster, which means the wheels go along the top of the track and the cars just go along the bottom. The speed is quite fast, but it does slow down when I add the extra hills and turns in. So there you go, that is it, that's the end of the ride. Hope you enjoyed this P.O.V, and now we're going to end the video here. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. Make sure you check out all the other videos that went online throughout the weeks. Tomorrow I'll be back for another episode of the Branthwaite Productions show, and also make sure you stay tuned this weekend and throughout next week for plenty of Minecraft videos where I'll be having a look at some of the sections I've been doing to my little theme park called Funland, and I cannot wait to share with those creative builds with you people out there. So that is it then for me for this video. Make sure you check out all the other Coast of the Week's videos. Make sure you check out the extra episode that went online Wednesday evening, and there'll be plenty of more Coast of the Week videos to come online throughout the months and the future here on Branthwaite Productions. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. See you later everyone, bye for now. Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Coast of the Week. I hope you all had a fantastic week so far. I'm back for another roller coaster and so much more. This week I'm going to be having a look at a very classic coaster that I built. Now this is a wild mouse coaster. Now you can just see here the coaster, it looks like a wild mouse. I'll try to make it like a wild mouse, and you'll see along the way. You can see here I've made the lift hill, I made the turns and the drops. And I hope you're going to like it, because this is actually a great coaster that I designed. I actually just tested one of the cars around and they work fine. And this is quite a good coaster, because I'm actually now going to go through the statistics and field data of this ride. I actually tried to make it similar to one that you would find at a fun fair or any other theme park in the country. But you can just see here it looks really good, and you can see the cars there. And you can see the turns just at the top here. So, without further ado, let's have a look at the field data and statistics. So here we are, we have the statistics of this ride. You can see here it's called Wild Mouse. The build cost is £4,690 to build. I don't worry about the ticket price because it's not in the park, but if it was that price then people would not go on rides, that would be too expensive. The duration of the ride is 1 minute 16. The fill rating is 70 out of 100, which is in the green zone. And the nausea rating is not bad, 49 out of 100, but at least it's not too bad for people to go on. And now we're just going to have a look at our full data. Max speed 38.58 miles per hour, the average speed 17.15. The length's quite long. The air time is 23 seconds. You have 8 drops, and there's known versions. But yeah, so this is actually quite similar, but you can see the nausea has actually gone up by 50, but it doesn't always calculate the right nausea or the field data sometimes, but you know, it's some sort of, it depends what it thinks. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a ride on the classic Wild Mouse coaster. I hope you enjoy. As you can see here, I've built the start of the lift hill. There's no banks or curved drops or anything. This is actually an old classic coaster. You can see here when it gets to the top, it then goes down this little drop, and then it just turns into the sides like that, repeat. So you can see it then goes that way, then it goes the other way around. But you might notice it will slow down when it gets to the end, because it's got to pick up the speed to get down the first drop. I've actually cut the speed down so it doesn't go too fast. So there you go, I'm going to go down the first drop of this ride. You can see it doesn't spin that much, but it will spin when it gets down towards the other drops. And of course then you have the last drop at the end and then turn into the station. As you can see here, that was quite a good little ride. The drops were okay. Wasn't too fast. It didn't go off the bends, but it's quite a good little coaster. I'm really pleased with this little coaster actually, and some of you might have noticed that it's quite smooth as well. Well, that is it then for this week's episode of Coast of the Week. Make sure you check out all the other episodes that went online throughout the year so far. And please stay tuned for the extra episode going online this Wednesday. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on another video here on Branthwaite Productions very soon. See you later everyone, bye for now. Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster of the Week. This week I'm going to be having a look at an even more exciting roller coaster that I created over the past week. And you can just see here, it's a wooden coaster I'm going to be doing this week, and it is known as Woody's Shooting Rally. Now this is a very, very fun roller coaster. It's very wild, it's very, very fast as well at some points of the ride, and it does get a bit slow as well to start off with, but it does go quite fast at the end. Now you can just see here, you can see those barrels there, it's got shook drops, it's got airtime, lift hills and so much more. And this coaster was a really good one to go on because this is absolutely a masterpiece I actually created, and it took quite a long time for this coaster to be built because actually I had to do all the pieces and that. So without further ado, let's get straight into the thrill data. Now the thrill data, it's 100 out of 100, which is good, but the nausea rating is the highest, 94 out of 100. That is a very bad ride to get sick on. You can just see here, the max speed is 59.83 miles per hour, the average speed is 26.12, and the duration is 2 minutes and 4 seconds. That's quite a long ride. It's quite high. You get 47 seconds of airtime. There's 21 drops on this coaster, and no inversion. So we're just going to quickly have a look at the statistics, and then we're going to get straight into this P.O.V. So £9,410 to build. Like I said, 24 capacity for all 4 wagons, and you can see here nothing doesn't change. You can just see here the last one it said 94, now it says 93, so it doesn't check it correctly sometimes. But without further ado, we're now going to get straight in onto this P.O.V. of this roller coaster. Now you can see here the coaster is now going to make its way down the shook drops, which is these which you're about to see. So the wagon's going to make its way down the first shook drop, which is that. It literally just tilts the car and takes it down a level to the drop. So you can see here it's now going to go up this lift hill, and then it's going to bank around the next section of the track. You can see it goes quite fast, but it's starting to go a bit slow. You can see here it goes round and round and round, and then it goes up this next hill. It's quite a high one, and this is quite a fast drop. And I think this has some shook. Oh yeah, here we go. There's a shook drop here. That's the first one, and this is the second one. This is the final one. And now it's going to make its way down the track. It just goes round in circles. A lot of twists there to reduce the nausea down, but it's quite a high nausea ride. But then you can see it goes up the next hill. And there's another hill as well. We're actually nearly there now, not long to go. But you can see the ride's quite fast as well. It might be enjoyable, but it is high nausea on this ride. And here we go, we've got the barrel early now. And there we are, that's it. That's the end of the ride. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. It's been a very fun episode to do this week, and I've actually enjoyed it this week, and I thought I'd really do a really good coaster with the highest thrill rating to the highest thrill rating and the highest nausea rating. You can just see here how fun this coaster was, and it was quite fast as well, but I've enjoyed it. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. Join me on this on this Wednesday for another episode of Coast of the Week. Sorry there hasn't been any episodes during the past 2 Wednesdays because I have been very busy with other things. But anyway, tomorrow I'll have another episode of the Branthwaite Productions show. And yeah, I'll see you then. Thank you very much for watching Branthwaite Productions, and I will see you in another video on the channel very soon. So that everyone, bye for now. Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Coast of the Week. It's been a long while since I last did an episode of the series because I've been busy doing all different types of work and that over the past couple of weeks. I've been really busy with the room and that they can see that I've been talking about over the past couple of weeks. It's been busy and I'm really excited to be back doing another episode of Coast of the Week. Like I said, I'm going to try and fit as many more episodes of Coast of the Week as I can before the end of the series, which is going to end at the end of August, and I'm going to try and get as much coasters in as much as I can. So anyway then, let's move on to today's coaster. So this coaster is quite a fun one today because, and actually before I start about it, I'm actually going to be doing themes around coasters now. So this theme for June, July and August is around summer. So I'm actually going to be theming coasters around different seasons of the year. And when we go into autumn, we'll do Halloween. When we go into winter, it'll be like Christmas and winter and that. And then when we go into spring, it'll be like the spring and that, just talking about things associated with that type of season. So anyway, let's get straight into this week's roller coaster. And it's a very good one because I've actually been working so hard on this coaster over the past couple of weeks. And it is called Sunblast. Now this is a very, very fun coaster that I've been working on. And you'll really enjoy it in the video that I'm actually going to be doing in a minute. So yeah, anyway, let's get straight into it. We're going to have a quick look at the statistics of this ride. It costed £6,040 to build. The capacity is 12 for all 2 cars, and they're all single trains. The thrill rating is 100 out of 100, which is absolutely brilliant. It's the full rating, but the nausea level is 67 out of 100, which is a little bit high, but it's not on the high scales. But you know, it's an orange, but that's not good. But red is being the worst. Anyway, let's get straight into the fill data. The max speed of this coaster is 56.64 miles per hour. The average speed is 33.91 miles per hour. The duration of it is 1 minute and 3 seconds. 1 minute and 3 seconds. And there are 12 drops on this coaster, and there is actually one inversion, which is the loop. And I'll talk to you about it at the end of the video. So anyway then, let's get straight into our roller coaster P.O.V. It's going to be quite a fun one, so I cannot wait to show you. Let's go. So here we are then on Sunblast. This is a really good little coaster that I'm going to be showing you now. You can see here it's making its way up the first left hill. And you can see here, put a few twists. It's quite a good one. It doesn't stop. It's quite fast as well. You can see how fast it goes around those twists. Here we are. We've got the airtime drops coming up soon. Goes all the way around. Goes all the way around. Here comes the airtime. Goes quite fast in the air time, but when you get to the loop, the coaster starts to slow down because it's nearly making its way towards the coaster station. So you can see here it slows down, then it's going to slow down because we're now making our way back to the coaster station. So yeah, there we go, that is the end of the ride. So it's just pulling into the station, and I'm going to talk to you about why I use some of those elements at the end of this video. So yeah, that was quite a fun little coaster that I did this week here on Branthwaite Productions, and I really enjoyed doing that coaster, and it was really good as well. And you know, it was quite a good coaster. The reason that I used some airtime drops is to make the coaster really exciting, just pretending like you're going over a bump in a fast car or something, and that's why you get airtime. That's why I created the airtime on that coaster. I've also, the reason I added a loop at the end was to slow the whole train down, the whole car down, as it makes its way to the station, and then and that was it. So I literally used the loop to make sure that the train slows itself down, and we don't want it to overlap the station. So there you go, that's why I used the loop element. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this week's Coast of the Week video. Like I said, there's more videos to come online throughout the next few weeks. There's going to be another waterways video update vlog, and I'm really excited about it because work has now actually started, and I'm going to be back there some point soon, and I'll do a video there. Please stay tuned for a video in the next 2 weeks. It could be next week or the week after, where I'll be talking about Minecraft, what I'm going to be doing there, about the project next year, so make sure you stay tuned for that, and plus more videos going online throughout the next few weeks as I make my way into the summer. Anyway, thank you very much for watching Branthwaite Productions. It's been a good episode this week, and I've really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching Branthwaite Productions, and I will see you all in another video very soon. See you later everyone, bye for now. Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another video here on Branthwaite Productions. Hope you all had a fantastic few weeks. Sorry about all the delays for the channel so far. Unfortunately, over the past few weeks, I've noticed that the camera on my phone has been up to no good. But now it's actually been sorted out, and I've actually got a brand new camera, so I can literally do videos on the channel now. It looks a lot more brighter in here, and plus the video quality is much higher as well. And like I said, I will be doing a new vlog next weekend, and you'll be able to see all of it in high definition, and it looks really nice as well, because I'm actually more clearer now than what you used to see. And literally it wasn't really good, the picture was terrible, but you know, that has now been sorted out. Anyway, moving on to this week's video. Like I said, Coast of the Week, another episode, another coaster. So what we're going to be looking at today. So basically, it is called Nightmare Valley. Now this is a really good coaster that I designed, and it took me a bit of time to do this, but I'm going to go straight through the statistics of this ride. And you can see it costed £5,280 to build. The duration of the ride is 1 minute and 19 seconds. The capacity is 12 for all 3 cars, and the fill rate is 100 out of 100, which is absolutely brilliant, and the nausea is 65 out of 100, which is okay, but it can be a little bit improved with the track itself. So let's have a look at the fill data. The max speed on this coaster is 49.90 miles per hour. The average is 24, which isn't too bad. And there's 12 drops on this ride, and there's 1 inversion, which is 1 little loop on this ride. So, you know, it looks really good, and I can't wait to show you a POV of this coaster, and it looks really good as well. It's a small coaster as well, by the way, so I'll point out some of the features that I've used along the way doing the POV. So anyway, let's get straight into this POV of this little coaster. So here we are then on the coaster. You can see here, looks much clearer to see as well, so you can see we've got the lift hill right here. Just stand back a little bit. You can now see it goes down a really curved drop. Then we twist. A few banks and a few airtime drops as well. So you've got 1 big bump. You can now see the loop. Quite a good thing about this coaster, because I've actually made some slow speed as well, so it doesn't go really fast like anything, but it does control its whole speed during the ride. Yeah, we've got another lift hill. And that's the final piece of the station, and it just slows down on the last bend. It's quite a good coaster. It was very fun, and I thought I used the elements quite well, and I'll talk to you about the coaster at the end of this video. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. It was a very good little coaster that I did, and it was really fun what I showed you. And it has been quite a long time since I last did an episode of Coaster of the Week, because unfortunately, due to the problem of the camera on my phone, so that has now literally been sorted out. And yeah, so I've managed to fix it, and the phone's still going really well. So you know, I can now film as well and show you the pictures and the videos in high definition, and that is really good. So anyway, that is literally it then for this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. Make sure you check out all the other videos that are going to be going online. Tomorrow we'll have another episode of the Branthwaite Productions show. Not much videos have been going online, but however there is lots of videos I'm going to be talking about coming throughout the summer holidays and much more. So anyway, thank you very much for watching Branthwaite Productions, and I hope to see you in another video very soon. If not, I'll see you tomorrow for the Branthwaite Productions show. See you later everyone, bye for now. It's time for another episode of Coaster of the Week, and welcome to this week's episode. This week is going to be a short one because I've actually created a really tiny little coaster this time, and it's themed around the bobsleigh, and the coaster this week is called Twist O Scream. Now this is a really good coaster I designed. It hasn't got any elements to it. All it does, it just twists around. It goes up hills, curved lift hills, and it just twists around. It doesn't go on your side or anything, but when it changes, it just goes on your side a tiny bit, and that is literally it. But literally, the coaster just twists around. It doesn't, the bobsleigh, the car doesn't twist, it just goes around the actual track itself without going on your side. But anyway, it's a good little coaster to look forward to. But anyway, I'm just going to quickly go through the statistics and the thrill data of this ride. So, Twist O Scream is the name of the coaster. It costed £3,400 to build this ride. The capacity is 12. You get 4 in each row, but there's 3 separate trains, so that adds up to 12. And the duration is only 49 seconds long, which is okay. It's just a small little coaster which goes around the actual course of the track itself. Anyway, let's go and check out the thrill data quickly. The max speed is 47.66 miles per hour. The average is 27.12 miles per hour. There's 4 drops on this ride. No inversions because there's no loops. You can't have any loops for a bobsleigh coaster. And yeah, it's just that's literally it for this field date. But anyway, what I'm actually going to do now is do an on my P.O.V of this classic bobsleigh coaster. Enjoy. So there you go, that was a quick little ride P.O.V of the coaster. I actually did it for the far view so you can actually see the car not going on the side, but you might notice that the car only goes on the side when it changes the actual turn itself. When it turns, it will then go on its side for a second, and then it will just go on the main track itself. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Coaster of the Week. Make sure you check out all the other episodes of Coaster of the Week. It's nearly the end of the series soon, so I want to try and get as many coasters in as possible. A brand new series starts in September, so that'll be series 4. And I just want to say thank you to all of those for you out there for watching the whole series and liking the videos and that. And I'm going to keep making Coaster of the Week as much as possible. And a new change is that I'm going to be doing 2 coasters in 1 episode, so it's going to be a bit longer, which is going to be absolutely awesome because I get to do more coasters, and plus there'll be more episodes going online than ever before. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Lots of videos to look out for to this summer, and make sure you check them out, as I'll be returning in the Branthwaite Productions show tomorrow. So thank you very much for watching for now. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye for now. It's time for another episode of Coast of the Week here on Branthwaite Productions. It just feels like 5 minutes ago that I was sitting here doing an episode of Coast of the Week. And I just can't believe how time flies when I'm actually doing another episode of Coast of the Week. And literally, it feels like 5 minutes ago, and now I'm back here again doing another episode of Coast of the Week. I hope you enjoyed last week's episode of Coast of the Week. We're now getting on through the episodes now. Like I said, there's actually going to be one coming this Wednesday this time, but unfortunately over the past couple of weeks I've not had no time to upload any videos of Coast of the Week on a Wednesday evening. But this Wednesday I'll definitely be doing another episode of Coast of the Week, so don't worry, I'll make sure I'll sort that out, and I'll try and get that video online on Wednesday evening. So anyway, let's get straight into this episode of Coast of the Week. What coaster have we got today? It's a suspended coaster, and it is called the High Flyer. Now this is a coaster that literally sits on the track, but the car's at the bottom and the wheels are on the top as well. So it's like one of those coasters that you lay down on, but the wheels are on the top, and you're like, it's just like you're a superhero or something. Like you grab hold to the belts and you just go around the whole track. But this coaster has lots of things. It goes on your side, but you actually lay down when you go on one of the inline loops. So if you go on the loop, it will then make you lay down. So for example, like if you're laying down, like enjoying the sunshine, or laying in bed, that's how the cars do at some point on the ride. So for example, just think of that, and but this coaster is a very good one, and plus, like I said, it takes you on your back as well sometimes. So it took £5,250 to build this ride. The capacity is 8. It's literally a train this time. It's not separate cars. It's a train. It's a whole train. The duration is 1 minute and 1 second, just about a minute. And the thrill rating is 100 out of 100, which is in the green zone, which is absolutely brilliant. And the nausea is 60 out of 100, which is yellow. It's okay, but it could be a little bit worse, so on some point. But let's go through the thrill data. The thrill and nausea are the same. 51.95 miles per hour for the max speed. Average is 31.58 miles per hour. There are 7 drops on this ride, and there are 3 inversions, which are the little loops and that. So yeah. That's the statistics and the thrill data. Anyway, we're going to get straight into this on my P.O.V, and I cannot wait to show you this awesome little coaster. Let's go. So it just lays you down, you can just see here, and then it's going to go around another little loop, and it's going to take you back to normal. There we go. And you go back on your back again. And then you just go back on your side, and that's the end of the ride. And pulling nice and slowly into the station. So there you go, that was another little coaster that I showed you. I really like this coaster this time because, like I said, it goes on your back. It takes the whole train on the back, and it literally it's like you're up there and that, and just looking at the sky and that. But this was a really good little coaster, and I thought I really enjoyed making this little coaster. And just please stay tuned for all these episodes coming to the channel very soon. There's lots and lots of more episodes to come on the channel. And like I said, Series 4 is coming up soon, but however, it is going to be a bit different this year. And I'll talk to you about this tomorrow on the Branthwaite Productions show. So there you go, that is literally it then for this week of Coaster Week. And I've literally, it just goes so quick when you're filming, and you know, the coasters I've been doing have been absolutely brilliant. You know, but I'm actually looking forward to Series 4 when it starts very soon here on the channel, and I cannot wait. And there's actually going to be a very special video about that very soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that on Branthwaite Productions. Anyway, that is it then for this week's episode of Coaster Week. Make sure you check out all the other videos here on Branthwaite Productions, including the vlogs, including Coaster Week. Did Minecraft videos early this year, and just all different kinds of videos. So make sure you check out the Branthwaite Productions show, which will definitely be online tomorrow. Unfortunately, last week it wasn't online because I was busy with other things. I was busy with some videos which I'll be talking to you about tomorrow, and I can't wait to share it with you. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in another video here on Branthwaite Productions very soon. Bye for now. Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster of the Week. This week is going to be quite a long one because I've got a long roller coaster I want to show you, and it's actually the longest one I've ever designed so far here on the channel. And literally this coaster, it's over 3 minutes long, and it's a wooden coaster. It's like a little scenic railway type coaster I designed. It's very, very long as well. It's got a lot of drops, a lot of turns, a few little lift hills as well at some point on the ride. So yeah, like I said, the coaster I'm going to be talking about this week is a scenic railway coaster. I designed it myself. It took quite a long time to do. It took about, say, 45 minutes to do it because I had to make sure that the coaster fits around the whole track. And this time I actually used the whole power of the ride, so it literally goes around. The speed is very good. It controls on its own. It controls around the bends as well, so it doesn't go off the track. But yeah, so let's get straight into this and details of the coaster. So let's just have a look. So the statistics of this coaster: it took £9,850 to build. The capacity is 18. It's a small wooden coaster. It's 3 minutes and 39 seconds long, which is a very, very long coaster. And it's really good as well, and it's very, very fun as well. You get some nice views on the coaster as well. The thrill rating is 100 out of 100, but the nausea rating is a little bit sick. It's 62 out of 100, which is in the orange, which isn't that good, but there can be improvements to turn it down in the future. But anyway, it's a good little coaster. There are a total of 14 drops on this ride. The max speed is 42.30 miles per hour, and the average speed is 17 miles per hour. But you know, it's a great little coaster. It's going to be very, very long this week, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to now show you this POV of this coaster. I hope you enjoyed this week's coaster POV. Let's go. So there you go, that was literally a very long on my P.O.V of the scenic railway coaster I designed, and basically it was a really good little coaster. And as you saw in the footage, you might have seen that the coaster goes down a few big drops and then it slows down around the corners to control the speed of the ride. I've also added a few little lift hills as well to make sure that the train gets around the track very safely and slowly. And yeah, I've added a lot of turns as well, so it makes it exciting to get lots of views of the coaster as well. And yeah, so there's a lot of drops in there. There was about 14 drops on that coaster. There was some straightforward ones, and then there was a bit of a bump as well in there as well to make sure that the coaster increases the thrill rating a bit. So there you go, that's actually it then for this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. Like I said, I'm sorry about Wednesday. I was going to be uploading one on Wednesday, but unfortunately I didn't have enough time. But definitely this Wednesday coming, there's definitely going to be one online and ready. So but anyway, thank you very much for watching this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. Make sure you check out the one definitely going online this Wednesday as well, and I'll make sure I'll definitely get that one sorted out this time out. Thank you very much for watching Coaster of the Week, and I will see you in another video very soon. See you later everyone, bye for now. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. Now, I hope you're all having a good week so far, but literally this week, this is going to be something very different to what I do of Coaster of the Week. But this time, what I'm actually going to be doing, so I'm actually going to be showing you, well, I do like showing you roller coasters, but this time I also like designing racetracks as well. So in this episode, I'm going to be showing you one of my racetracks I've designed. It's basically a monster truck style racetrack. It literally has bumps on it. There's really long spread out roads where the players can, like, you know, where the people can just have more room to drive. Literally, it's just a monster truck racetrack. It's just literally it's over a few minutes long, but you know, it goes around. It does 3 laps on any racetrack you get. It does 3 laps around. There's 4 cars, go-karts, monster trucks, or anything, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, it's actually a great little design. So I've got here a few little a little circuit I've drawn. I'm actually going to be showing you it in a minute. But what I want to say is this monster truck, this racetrack took £4,270 to build. This is the statistics I'm talking about now. 4 people can drive the monster trucks. There's 4 monster trucks at each, so it gives a capacity of 4 people on the track. The fill is 100 out of 100, and the skill rate is 100 out of 100, which is absolutely really good. Which is a good thrill rating and a skill rating. That means it's going to be harder, it's going to be more fun, a lot of people would want to go on these style attractions if it was in that. And then also is 17 out of 100, which is okay. It's in the green zone. It's not too sicky or anything. It's just a very big long road of monster truck racing. So I'm actually going to be showing you a little preview of the monster trucks, and I'll see if I can try and show you some footage of me driving the monster trucks. So let's go. So here then we have these little monster trucks here. You can see there's 4 over here. There's like, you have your starting line, your finishing line. Like I said, they're all 3 laps long, and you can just see how cool it is. You can just see the circuit from above here. You can see there's a few little bumps, just like in it, like you're going over a fast bump in a fast car. You can just see how good it looks. You can just see a little bit over there, but it won't allow you to show the whole area. But you can just see, yeah, you can just see the last remaining bit here. But yeah, it goes around the course, 3 laps long. Like I said, you can see a few narrow roads, a few open area roads that I've got here that you can just see just about there. So yeah, I'm actually now going to show you some footage of me driving the monster trucks, and you'll be able to see how good the race looks. And like I said, it's completely different for this week's episode of Coaster of the Week, and I'm actually going to go around and see how long I can complete the course in. I just did a test run on it now, and I managed to complete it in 1 minute and 50 seconds, and I was going quite fast as well. And like I said, I can drift as well on the track. So without further ado, let's have a look at the monster trucks in action. So I'm just driving the monster trucks and anything to see here. I'll just go for a little drive. I'm not going to complete the whole lap. I'm just going to go for a little drive here, just showing you what it looks like in action. So there you go, that was the monster truck racetrack. I thought it was a really good little drive. I didn't complete the whole thing, I just wanted to give you a demonstration of what the race track looked like, what the monster trucks sounded like, how they drifted and that. But it was really good. I really enjoyed doing that little racetrack, and it was something a little bit different from doing the roller coasters as usual. Like I said, I will be doing a mini golf. I might design a mini golf in the future on Thrillville off the rails. So like I said, I've had that game for lots of years, and I've designed over thousands of coasters, and I cannot wait to design more in the future. But anyway, I really enjoyed that little racetrack today, and that little monster trucks were really good to drive around, and I thought it was really good as well. But I liked the hills as well that I designed, the roads, they were narrow, and some were even spread it out as well to allow more room for the drivers to drive on. So anyway, that is it for this episode of Coaster of the Week. I hope you enjoyed it. A bit different, like I said, it was a go-kart, it was a racetrack this week, so yeah, I'll do a few more in the future, and that's something to look out for here on Branthwaite Productions. So anyway, there you go, that's it then for this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for the Branthwaite Productions show. So hello everyone, bye for now. Welcome to another episode of Coaster of the Week. In this week's episode, I go back to doing roller coasters, because in last week's episode, I decided to do a video about a racetrack, which was a bit good. I really enjoyed doing it, but the coasters are quite better because they're really exciting, they're thrilling, they're scary, and there's lots of other things I want to talk about with these coasters that I enjoy doing on the channel. And I just really like, I actually loved creating roller coasters since I was a kid, and you know, I'm 18 years old and I still love doing them, but I just absolutely love it, and I just love doing videos for you people out there and just sharing experiences with me creating these coasters. But anyway, it's time for an episode of Coaster of the Week, and we're now going to be having a look at an unusual coaster. It's quite a good one, this is, but this is actually a really, really scary one and a fast one. So just get the statistics up. So we're going to be having a look at a roller coaster called Army Warplanes. So basically what it is, it's literally a plane. It's like a coaster, but it's a plane with two riders in it, and what it does, it goes around this track, and what it does, it starts off with a big lift hill that goes right up in the air, and then it goes through a smokestack. If you don't know what it is, it's like a tunnel. It's basically a tunnel with a drop, and it has like fog, mist, or smoke, whatever you want to call it, but it's actually called a smokestack. So it's literally like, you know, a tunnel full of smoke and that. I've actually made a double tunnel as well, so yeah, make sure you keep an eye on that in the video. So anyway, we're going to have a look at this ride. So the max speed for this coaster is 75.67 miles per hour. It's quite fast for a coaster, but it's just got to be a bit careful with it. The average speed is 46.80 miles per hour, and that's quite a fast one to some of the other ones I did over the past couple of weeks. The duration of this ride is 53 seconds, so that's not a long coaster, so you know, it's quite a fast one. There's 11 drops on this coaster, and no inversions, so no inversions on this coaster, it's just like a leap and that. So yeah, let's have a look at the thrill rating. 100 out of 100, which is like, you know, that's the highest rating, and the nausea is a little bit off target. 78 out of 100, it's in the orange section. It's okay, but it's not okay, but the red one at least is worse, but if it was in the yellow or green, that would be fine. But anyway, let's get straight into this on my POV of this coaster. I hope you enjoy. So there we go, this is the coaster. You can see it's going up the really big lift hill. You just saw the smokestack tunnels which I've just built, so you can just see, so when the plane gets to the top you can see the plane, it's 2 riders, and you can see it's going to go down. There it is, you can't see it going in there but it goes quite fast, and you've got the twists. It's quite a fast one actually, it just twists on its side and then it goes around banks, and then it goes, got a bit of hills as well to it as well to make it really scary and friendly. There you go, you've got a few hills. Controls the speed when you get to the end of the station though, so yeah. We haven't got long left to go. And there you go, that's the end of the ride. It's just gonna, there you go, it just loses the speed and then it stops into the station. It's quite a good one, it was quite fast this one was, and basically I like the smokestack, the stack that I put into this coaster, and it was really good to go through a tunnel. That is really scary, but you know, that's the coaster for this week. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. I hope you enjoyed this week's POV of the coaster. I really enjoyed it this week, and I thought it was a really good coaster that I designed, and you know, it's really good for myself designing these coasters, and literally this is the 20th episode of series 3, and can I just say thanks to each and every one of you out there for watching these episodes over the past few months. It started way back in February, and I cannot wait to share series 4, which will be online in October, so I cannot wait to share more coasters, more thrilling ones, more gentle ones, any other types of coasters that I'm going to be designing and building on my YouTube channel. Anyway, that's it then for this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you stay tuned for an episode of the Branthwaite Productions show tomorrow. It's going to be a different one tomorrow because actually this one is pre-recorded. It's literally me talking about some of the months of the videos. It's talking about the first half of the year, but you know, make sure you check that one out, which will be online tomorrow at some point. However, tomorrow I'm actually going out to Joyland and Britannia Pier, so I'll be doing 2 vlogs tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned for that, which will be online at some point during the week, but I don't know when. But I'll let you know on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you very much for watching this week's episode of Coaster of the Week, and I hope you enjoyed it as well as myself. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for an episode of the Branthwaite Productions show. See you soon. It's time for another episode of Coaster of the Week. Yet again, another Saturday has come, and it's time for some more roller coasters. This week then, I'm going to be having a look at another bobsled themed roller coaster. Now, I've done a few of these in the past, and some of you will notice that I've actually made big ones, small ones, and quite a few different ones over the past few weeks. I'm actually going to be having a look at a ride called the Snowstorm. Now, this is a really good one I've made. It's not a long one, but however, it is a coaster that is well worth riding in my world. But you can just see here, it looks absolutely amazing. There's a lot of twists in there. It's no inverted, so I think it doesn't go upside down. It's a bobsleigh coaster. It's just a quick circuit around the track. So yeah, we're going to quickly go through the menu. Go have a look at the full data. The speed of this ride is 42.54 miles per hour. The average speed is 27 miles per hour. The time it takes is 55 seconds. Another 6 drops on this ride, so not a bit of a bad ride for this coaster, to be honest, but I'm actually going to be having a go on it now. The full rating is 79 out of 100, which is good. It's okay. It's really good. And the naughty is 41 out of 100, which is in the yellow section, which is absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with that at all, but you know, it's going to be a good ride. Anyway then, let's get straight into this POV this week. So here I am on the back this time. Thought I'd give you a back POV of the ride, so you can see here 3 cars. They can fit up to 12 people. I just used twists to make it like a bobsleigh, like they used in the Olympics. doesn't really go on its side, it just goes on its side for a few seconds and then it goes back on its normal self again. Approaching the last bit now. And there we go, back to the station. There you go, that was 55 seconds long. Looks absolutely amazing. Anyway, let's go back and talk about the coaster. So there you go then, that is literally it for this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. Not many episodes left to go now. I hope you've enjoyed this series so far. Don't forget, I'm still doing episodes until the last weekend of September, and then after that, a brand new series will then begin in late September. So we're looking around the, I think it's the 28th. I'll have a look on my calendar quickly. No, 29th will be the last episode of Coaster of the Week, and then on Saturday, on that same Saturday, a brand new series will then go online. So I cannot wait to show you more episodes in the near future. Anyway, that's literally it then for this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you keep up to date with the channel on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and make sure you keep watching the videos here on Branthwaite Productions. There's been so many content that's been going online throughout the past few weeks, and I hope you enjoyed it. And just keep watching Branthwaite Productions, and thank you for your support. Anyway, that's it then for me. My name's been Jay Branthwaite. This has been Coaster of the Week, and I will see you in another video here very soon. See you later, everyone. Bye for now. Another week has come and it is time for another episode of Coaster of the Week. This week's episode is going to be a very long one because this time I've designed a brand new roller coaster, which is actually a bit of a strange one. It does go quite high, but however there's a track that actually lifts the car onto the ground floor. So each section of the track, so basically the car will go out the station and there will be a track, but the track actually has a little lift that takes the whole track and the car up to the next level. Then another one comes up to the next level, and then another one comes up to that, and then after it's done all that, it then goes down a very big drop which goes all the way down to the bottom, and it does go quite fast, which I'll be telling you in a few minutes. Also, I've added some corkscrews to make the coaster look really extreme, and that is what this coaster is called. It is called the Extreme, which I'll be showing you in a few seconds, which I can't wait. So yeah, let's get straight into this week's statistics of this coaster. Like I said, this coaster is quite an expensive one to build, £9,210, that is a lot of money. The duration is 2 minutes and 6 seconds, it's a long one, but it is a very high one as well. It goes right up to the top. And then only 4 people on this one. It's just one train, just one car I'll put here this time. The thrill rating is 100 out of 100. You're all going to guess know what the naughtiest is. It's actually 100. It's the full 100. So it is quite a very extreme ride. And yeah, people will get sick if they actually did go on this ride. But this is a bit of fun. It's not real. This is a bit of fun, and I just love designing these coasters for you people out there. So anyway, let's get straight into the thrill data. The max speed is 93.11 miles per hour, and that's the fastest coaster I've done so far here on the channel, and I can't wait to see this in action. I've been doing a test run on it, so yeah, I can't wait. The average speed is 26.31 miles per hour, and the max drop is actually 288.26 feet, which is actually a very long drop, and the total drop altogether is 1,436.71 feet, which is actually very high. And it's actually higher than a very big house, so it's actually very high. And there's 13 drops and there's 4 corkscrews, or they're actually called inversions. So without further ado, let's get straight into this very extreme roller coaster. So there we go then, we're off. So the track lifts the car up to the next section, and then the next one comes, and then the car goes onto that track, and then that track lifts the whole car up to the next level. You can see here it's quite high as well. So we're going on this one now. This is going to be a very, very high coaster. So you can see that's one of the hills that you just saw. It's actually very, very high up in the air. So you can see the big drop. So it's going to go very slow, and then it's going to go absolutely fast as a rocket. So there you go. So you can just see here, it's going up the next level. So you can see here, it then goes down the next drop. It's quite a straightforward one, and then it goes back up the next hill. And there's your 4 corkscrews. And then you bank round. And then you got the next hill, which should be here in a second. There you go. There's the big hill, and then we're going to go on another lift. You can see here how high the drops actually are. And yeah, we're making our way low down, so you can see it goes down. And you can see how fast it goes. It actually goes fast as a rocket, like this one is. And then we're going back up again. And it is a very extreme coaster. That's why I call it the extreme, because the ride is extreme. It's supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be very nerve-wracking and thrilling. But this is actually just for fun. I do these coasters for fun, you know, to see how fast they go and how well they do. So there you go. That is it. That is literally back at the station, and what a good ride it was. So there you go. That was a really, really extreme ride of the extreme. One of my new coasters I built, and wow, it was actually amazing. And you know, it went as fast as a rocket, and when you go up the hills, it actually moves really fast. It doesn't mess around. It goes on to the next section of the track, and there's a track that takes you up. It's similar to the beginning of the ride, but you know, I thought it was a really good coaster, and you know, good views of the construction site as well. But yeah, that is literally this week's coaster. Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Coaster Week. I thought I had a really good time as well, and it's just thanks to you people out there for watching the series so far. Like I said, not long to go now until the end of Series 3. A lot of you have been watching this year, and just thank you very much for that. And like I said, I will be doing a video on Series 4 very soon. It's going to be coming up in the next few weeks or so, just telling you about what to expect throughout the series. So anyway, that's it then for this week's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching Branthwaite Productions, and I will see you tomorrow for the Branthwaite Productions show. In the meantime, it's goodbye from me. Bye for now. Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster of the Week. Like I said, there's going to be more roller coasters coming to the channel very soon, and this week it's time for another episode of the series. So, brand new coaster this week, let's get straight into it. So this week we are going to be having a look at a coaster called, hang on, just get the number chuck, find out the name of it. We're going to be having a coaster called Sweet Rush. Now this is the coaster that it's a bit different. Like I said, it's different for all out the weeks. I've used a lot of different pieces this time for the coaster. This time it's actually got some smoke tunnels. You might notice I've used it in a few other coasters before here on the channel. This time I've even added some loops to the coaster as well, so to make it more fun. There's also corkscrews as well, there's a TNT alley, there's brick walls, and there's also a fire hoop at the end of the ride as well. So a lot of them that are going to be used in the ride itself, and you'll probably see when I do the P.O.V in a few minutes. So first of all, we're just going to go for a quick check of the field data and the statistics. So the statistics this week, this coaster costed £6,570 to build. The capacity is 12, there's 3 cars and there's 4 people in each, that makes 12. And the duration is about 1 minute and 1 second long, so it's 1 minute and 1 second long, so just about a minute on that ride. Thrill rate is 100 out of 100, and the nausea is a bit high, 91 out of 100. It was better than last week's coaster, but it's still in the very high areas. But we're now going to have a look at the thrill data for this week's coaster, so let's have a look. Max speed 69.11 miles per hour, the average speed is 35.60 miles per hour. There's 10 drops in it this time. There's 3 inversions. Inversions are like loops and corkscrews. There's 2 loops and I think there's a corkscrew in between. And the max drop is 1,157.35 feet. And yeah, that's it. So that is this week's thrill data and statistics for this coaster. So without further ado, we're now going to get straight into this on my P.O.V. Hope you enjoy. So we're making our way up the first lift hill, and we go through the smoke tunnel first. That's the launch blast I didn't tell you about. That's to make the coaster go a bit fast. That was the hidden element. Oh, can't really see it, or you can see it now. And it does slow down, but it does get fast towards the end. Make our way into the first loop, and then through the TNT alley. And then we're going to go up the second hill to go through 2 smoke tunnels this time. I think we're about, yeah, there's the corkscrew and there's the brick walls. There's a second loop. And then just the fire hoop, and then we're at the station. That was a good coaster this week and I thought it was really good. Anyway, let's go and get some highlights of this ride. So there you go then, that is this week's episode of Coaster of the Week done. So a big thank you to all of you for watching this episode. It was a great episode this week. I thought I really enjoyed doing this coaster. It added a few loops, a corkscrew in that, some other wacky elements used in the ride as well. I thought it was a really fun one to do. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. Like I said, I'll be back with another episode at the same time next week, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Excuse me. Make sure you follow the channel on Facebook, Instagram and Google+. So make sure you keep an eye out for any further future plans for the channel, and I'll see you in the episode next week. So everyone, bye for now. Hello there everyone and welcome to another episode of Coaster of the Week. I hope you all had a fantastic week so far. Yet again, it's time for another episode of Coaster of the Week. And this week is going to be something very, very thrilling, because this time I've been building a brand new roller coaster. Every week I review a brand new roller coaster that I've built over the past few weeks during my free time. And this week I'm going to be sharing with you a roller coaster that I created called High Rider. Now this coaster is a little bit of an express coaster. It's literally like a coaster that goes up the hills and that and twists around. And yeah, I've literally added a bit of a different lift hill. Instead of going straight up, it actually curves upwards. And then it just goes straight up and then it goes down the curved drop. So yeah, this is a nice little coaster. It's not very long at all. It's about 40 odd seconds long, but we'll find out anyway. So just a quick update on the statistics and thrill data of this ride. The statistics of this coaster. Like I said, it is called High Rider because I've made the drops a bit high as well. So, £4,040 to build, that's quite a lot of money for that. The capacity is 12 because it's a train all in one. And it's actually 53 seconds, so it's not long, it's about less than a minute long, so it is going to be quite a quick one this week. The thrill rating is 72 out of 100, that is good. And the nausea is 42 out of 100, that's in the yellow zone, which is absolutely good because it's not over thrilling or nausea or anything. So the max speed of this coaster is 57.46 miles per hour. The average is 30.20 miles per hour. There's 5 drops on this ride and there's no inversions, there's no loops or corkscrews or anything like that. It's just twists and lift hills and that all the way. So without further ado, we're now going to get straight into this week's on my P.O.V of the High Rider. Hope you enjoy. So there you go, that's another coaster done for this week. I cannot believe it feels like 5 minutes ago I've been doing each episode week by week. It's literally feels like 5 minutes that I'm sitting right here talking about my roller coaster, and yet again another Saturday comes around, which is absolutely strange because I cannot believe that 2018 it is going super fast, and I cannot believe how fast the year is approaching. There's been so much videos that have been going online, and I can't wait to share more throughout next year. Anyway, it's been a short one this week. Like I said, I will be back for another episode of Coaster of the Week next week, so make sure you check that out. However, tomorrow I'll be doing a video on the Branthwaite Productions show and also another video about Coaster of the Week. So make sure you stay tuned for that. My name's been Jay Branthwaite, this has been Coaster of the Week, and I will see you tomorrow. See you later. Hello there everyone, and welcome to episode 26 of Coaster of the Week. I hope you all had a fantastic few weeks so far. It's been a good week for me. Last week, I think it was last Friday, a new video of Coaster of the Week went online. It wasn't an episode, it was just a little video about some of the changes you will see in the new series when it begins in February 2019. The series is going to have a few changes along the way, including the uploading time, when it's going to be uploaded, any day of the week and that. It's going to be more coasters. It's actually going to be 2 coasters in one episode instead of just having the one. And there's going to be new title sequences and credits at the end as well, so make sure you check that out in the next coming weeks. So also then, let's get into this episode then of Coaster of the Week. So this week then, I've done another coaster. What coaster have I done this week? It's a water coaster this week, and it's known as Splashaway. Now this coaster didn't take long to create, it only took about 10 minutes to create. It's just like, you know, a dinghy coaster it's called, and literally it just goes around a few hills and twists and that. Nothing exciting to tell you about this week, but however there is going to be a POV of this ride in a few minutes. It didn't take that long to build it all, like I said, but we're just going to have a look at the statistics quickly and the full data. So let's have a look at the full data first. Max speed 50.78 miles per hour. The average is 19.86 miles per hour. And there's only 7 drops on this ride, which is good, but it could do with a bit more. And the actual time it takes is 1 minute and 11 seconds. So that's not long for a coaster, but it looks really good as well. And the statistics of this ride. Build costs £4,200. That's not a lot, but it is quite good. And like I said, the thrill rating is 68 out of 100 and the nausea is 38 out of 100, which are both in the green section, which are absolutely amazing. So, without further ado, let's get straight into this on my POV of Splashaway. Hope you enjoy. So you can see here, this is the coaster. It's a rubber dinghy, so you can see the 2 test dummies in there. You can see the rubber dinghy making its way around the track. And this is the first drop. It goes up, and then it goes around a bank turn, but the car doesn't bank around, it just stays where it is. There you are, it doesn't bank at all. Doesn't twist, it just stays straight. And it just goes a little bit on the side and that's it. So I think it only does it when it goes up the lift hill, so you can see here it's going up the lift hill side to side. And then this is the last hill coming up and the last drop. Got a little bit of air time as well. And then that's it, and then making our way back to the station after the big drop. So there you go. Bit of a quick one this week and I really enjoyed it. So there you go, that was literally this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. Now this coaster was a little coaster to do. It wasn't that big at all. It's only just a 1 minute water coaster ride which just goes up a few hills and doesn't go on its side or anything. It's just a little coaster. I thought it was really good. Didn't get wet, didn't get soaked that many times on it. If people were to go on it they won't get soaked as much. But yeah, that was this week's coaster. It was a small one. I thought I enjoyed doing it. And next week is the final episode for a few weeks, but the series the final few episodes will continue in November, because not next weekend, but the weekend after that, Spooky Coaster of the Week is coming back for a second series, so make sure you stay tuned for that, which is going to be online in October. So that is it literally for this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, make sure you stay tuned for the final one next week. And then after that, it's Spooky Coaster of the Week. And then after that, the final few episodes will then be online for this series. So thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in another video here on the channel very soon. See you later, everyone. Bye for now. Hi there, everyone. And welcome to the final episode of Coaster of the Week for a 4-week gap. Now the reason I'm going to be leaving this series behind for 4 weeks because next week, as you know, Halloween is going to be starting on Branthwaite Productions with 4 episodes of Spooky Coaster of the Week. I hope you're going to enjoy them. Like I said, I've been talking about over the past couple of weeks. Like I said, Series 3 is not going to finish just yet because in November I'm going to be doing the final few episodes from there. So this week then, we're going to be talking about our last coaster for the 4-week gap. So this coaster is called 3, 2, 1 Liftoff because basically it is a rocket launch coaster. Now this coaster is not going to take long at all. It's literally nothing exciting about it. It's just got a track that goes in a straight line. It then goes up and then it goes up a little curved hill, and then it just goes straight back down like that. It goes straight back down and then you just go straight ahead with a little bump at the end of the ride. So basically what it is, it's just a rocket coaster. It's just a small one really. So basically, it's not going to be a long episode of Coaster Week. But however, I do have something to show you at the end before the series finishes for a 4-week gap. So basically, first of all, let's get straight into this quick on my P.O.V. of 3, 2, 1 Liftoff. Hope you enjoy. So there we are, the coaster just lifts off. Goes up in the air, up a curved hill. I don't think it's going to be this long because I think it's going to be about a 30-second long ride or less than that. So there we go, down we go. Straight ahead and into the station. Less than 30 seconds. It was about 25 seconds long this coaster is, but I can't believe how quick that coaster actually went. So there you go, that was literally 3, 2, 1 Liftoff. It was just a coaster that just launched out of the station, up a hill and then back down again with the little bump at the end of the ride. However, before I wrap up the series, I just want to say thanks to each and every one of you for watching so far. Like I said, keep your comments coming. Remember to like the videos, remember to give the channel a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as well if you've not done. Make sure you check out all the social media pages, Facebook, Instagram. I sometimes do Instagram, but I haven't done it for a long time, so I'll be posting more content about the channel on there and much more. So basically there you go, that's actually it then for this episode. Not for the whole series because like I said, it will be back in November, so I'm basically going to put a little date on the screen right now saying when it will be back. But before we go, I just want to show you a little trailer. And a very warm welcome to Coaster of the Week. I hope you all had a fantastic week so far, and thank you so much for watching Spooky Coaster of the Week throughout the past month. And I just wanted to say that it was really, really good making Spooky Coast of the Week Series 2, and I really enjoyed it. And basically, I like what I've been doing with it this year. I made some new changes, I've added some soundtracks, done some titles, I did some, some sort of recap videos in them, such as me in the bed when I was scared when I did that first episode, and a few other videos as well, such as the ghost coming in the room at the end as well. I really enjoyed that. So basically, thank you so much for you people out there for watching the series all through October Day, last month actually, but I'll put a link in the description below so you can watch the series again. Like I said, hope you had a good Halloween, it was really good, and basically it is now time to start doing this coaster. So what we're going to be having a look at this week. So this coaster this week is called Cool Tracks. So basically it's a normal coaster this time, it's not spooky this time, it's actually a normal coaster now. So basically, yeah, so what's this coaster about? So basically it's like a little coaster, it's got a lot of twists, it's even got a section of the track that spins round and takes you down to the next level as well. Basically you have a few hills and that. So basically it's just a nice little calm coaster after the Halloween season. Basically all my roller coasters were very, very scary, they were tall, they were just, scary, thrilling, but this coaster is going to be a little bit calmer. So basically, let's have a look at the statistics and the fill date before we go on to the P.O.V. So £4,590 to build, 1 minute and 12 seconds, that's a nice little coaster. The fill rate is 94 out of 100, which is in the green section, and then the nausea is 50, so 50-50, that's okay, it's in the yellow section. So let's have a look at the fill date before we go on. 44.99 miles per hour, that's the max speed. The average is 22.21 miles per hour. Like I said, I've already told you about the time, 1 minute and 12 seconds. 10 drops on this one. And yeah, basically that's it. So without further ado, let's get straight into this on my P.O.V. of Cool Tracks. Enjoy! So here we are then on the coaster now. This is the bit I was talking about a few minutes ago about the track spinning. So it spins around, takes the car down to the next level. There you go. Bit of twists, nice little slow coaster this time. It does get a little bit fast at the end. So I think this bit's going to get a little bit faster now. So it's just a little calm coaster this week after the Halloween season. I thought I'd try and make things a little bit calmer this time. So there you go. And then this is the fast bit now. Now and then we're just coming up to the station. There we go, it slows down. And yeah, that is this week's P.O.V. of Cool Tracks. So there you have it, that was this week's P.O.V. of the Cool Tracks coaster that I just designed. I liked it quite a lot because it was nice and calm. Like I said, it was Halloween last week, so I thought let's slow the coasters down a bit, and then when it gets to the end of the series I'll try and make the coaster a little bit faster. But I just wanted to say that it was a really good coaster to do, and basically it's just one car. I like the way it spun at the beginning, going down to the next level on that. And just a few drops and a few twists, and yeah, basically that was this week's coaster. So thank you very much for watching Coaster of the Week again. I hope you enjoyed the previous episodes from the year, and basically it's been just over a month since I last stopped doing Coaster of the Week Series 3. It was actually in September, which was the last time I did it, because like I said, a 4-week gap, Halloween was here, but now I'm back in November for the final 4 episodes. So this episode, we then got 3 other episodes. So basically today is the 3rd of November, and the next ones will be the 10th, which is next week, the 17th, and then finally the 24th of November. So the last episode of Coast of the Week will be on the 24th of November, which is the last Saturday in November. Thank you very much for watching this week's episode of Coast of the Week. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, make sure you keep an eye out for any more videos that are going to be on Branthwaite Productions throughout the next coming weeks. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video here on the channel very soon. See you later everyone, bye for now. Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Coast of the Week. Hope you all enjoyed last week's episode of Coast of the Week. Like I said, we are now at the halfway point of Series 3 for the final few episodes. Like I said, we've done 2 already, so basically after this episode, there's going to be another 2 more episodes of Coast of the Week Series 3 online. Then after that, that'll be it for Coast of the Week Series 3. And then after that, we'll then be doing our little mini Christmas edition of Coast of the Week. And then after that, it'll then be all gone. And then Series 4 will be starting in February. So I'll talk about that later on in the year. So basically for now, let's get straight into this video. So this week we're going to be having a look at a log flume coaster called Waterhole. So basically this coaster didn't take long to do at all. It's literally like a little coaster. It's like a log flume coaster, and it just goes up a few lift hills, and it goes around a lot of curved corners as well to make it like a hole. And then it goes down a few drops, and it just goes up a few hills. It just does it over and over again to basically, you know, to make it like a good log flume in that. So basically let's have a quick look at the full data and statistics, and after that we'll then get straight into this on my P.O.V of Waterhole. So max speed 45.68 miles per hour, the average speed is 18.68 miles per hour. The duration of this coaster is 1 minute and 27 seconds. There's 11 drops, no inversions. The fill rating is 76 out of 100, which is good, and noise is 44 out of 100, which is okay. So that's everything for the fill data. Statistics: £4,560 to build. Capacity is 8 for all 4 for 2 logs, 4 riders per log, and you can see here 1 minute and 27 seconds again for the time. So without further ado, let's get straight into this on my P.O.V of my log flume called Waterhole. Enjoy! Okay, here we are, we're on the log flume now, known as Waterhole. So first of all, it goes up this lift hill right here. Goes quite up a little bit, but it's not that far up. Comes off, and it goes around a few tight corners. And then we go back up another lift hill. And basically I made it like really funky colours as well, like pink and blue and purple. This colour, so you can see here I made the log like green and that to make it stand out. So going up the next hill now. And basically the next bit is going to be the fastest bit of the ride. Now it goes around those corners really quickly now. And then we go down the big drop. Another few hills, then the final bit connecting to the station. And there you go, that is Waterhole. Hope you enjoyed this P.O.V, and I thought it was a really good coaster I designed myself, really good. So there you have it, another coaster done, another week done, and another episode done for Branthwaite Productions. So basically I cannot believe how quick this year's actually really gone. It just feels like 5 minutes ago I literally did the first episode of Coast of the Week Series 3. And you know, it just goes so quick, and every Saturday that comes around, the week flies by, it just flies by, and it's just so scary that it's going really quick. And like I said, we've got 2 more episodes after this one, so next week and the week after. And the series should be finishing on the 24th of November, which is exactly a week before the 1st of December. So I can't wait for Christmas. And like I said, it's going to be a short mini series of Coast of the Week. It's going to be called Festive Coast of the Week, like I did for the past 2 years. So make sure you check those videos out as well. So that is literally it then for this week's episode of Coast of the Week. Make sure you check out all the other episodes that I've been doing this year. And make sure you check out all the previous series that I did as well. I did Series 2 last year and Series 1 way back when Branthwaite Productions wasn't that good then. But I just want to say a big thank you to all of you out there for subscribing to the channel this year. It's been really emotional for me, and you know, 73 subscribers. That is amazing. That is a big number. Let's see if we can get to 100 subscribers at the end of this year or at some point next year. I cannot wait. And basically, it'd be really nice if you did help this channel, watch the videos and put more comments in so I can read and there. So basically, thank you for watching Branthwaite Productions. Keep the support coming, and I'll see you in another video here on the Branthwaite Productions YouTube channel very soon. See you later, everyone. Bye for now. Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Coast of the Week. Now, I hope you all had a fantastic week so far. My week's been absolutely amazing, and to be honest, I am feeling a little bit sad actually, because next week is the final episode of Coast of the Week Series 3. And I hope you enjoyed all the episodes that have been online so far throughout the past year, so make sure you check them out. Like I said, it is the saddest time of the year when the series has to come to an end, because I've really enjoyed it so much. I've done lots of coasters, lots of designs, and lots of videos for you people out there. So basically, let's get on with this week's coaster. We'll talk about next week at the end of this video. Let's get into this week's coaster first. So we're going to be having a look at a coaster called High Tide. Now, this coaster is a very strange one, because basically this coaster has a lift. It takes the train up the hill. Well, basically this coaster is an inverted coaster. It's like it's built above the track, and basically it goes up the hill, it then goes back down. It's just like a curly lift hill, and that it goes up and then goes down, basically like that. So basically it's like it does this numerous times before it gets to the end of the station. So basically, yeah, it's just going to be like a really nice little ride. It's quite fast, it's quite rough, it's very, very thrilling as well. So basically, let's get on to this week's statistics and full data of this ride. So the field data is 99 out of 100. Noisy is 87 out of 100, which is very, very bad. The max speed is 90.76 miles per hour. The average is 32.90 miles per hour. 1 minute and 18 seconds it takes to go throughout the entire ride. And there's 7 drops on this ride, and the max drop is very high as well, about 275 feet above in the air. So that's the field data. Let's have a look at the statistics. Same for field data, same for nausea. £8,060 to build, that is a lot. 12 people is the capacity of this ride. And yeah, so basically that's the field data and statistics of High Tide. So without further ado, let's get straight into this week's on my P.O.V of this really, really long coaster. Hope you enjoy. So guys, that's the little lift I was talking about. There it goes right up the hill now. Goes all the way to the top, and all the way back to the bottom, and then back to the top again. It's like a repeated pattern. It does go quite fast as well, if you see. And then when it gets to the top, it slows down. And then it curves round, and then back to the top. This is going to do the same again. It's quite a long way down actually from the top. I think this next one's going to be the last one. Yeah, it's the last one. It's done quite a lot of hills, so basically it's very, very fast. And there we go, and that's it. Then it connects to the station really quickly. And there we go, that is the end of this on my P.O.V. So there you go, that is another on my P.O.V of another coaster that I've literally just done. I hope you enjoyed it. It was really, really fun to watch, especially with the lift hills that I designed. It did make me a little bit queasy when I saw it go up and down the lift hills and that. So basically, you know, it's just how I design coasters. I don't do these to real. I do this for fun, for all my designs that I do. And basically, that's literally the end of this episode. And basically, thank you very much for watching this episode. I'm just going to quickly talk to you about what's going to be happening next week. So next week is the last episode of the entire series of Coaster of the Week Series 3. I want to try and make this episode a really good one. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing one more coaster, and after I'm then going to be going through some of my favourite moments from the series, some of my favourite ones, some of my favourite coasters that I like doing, and basically just a montage of all the coasters, or some of the coasters I've actually been designing throughout the entire series. So that's something to look forward to next week, and I'll be giving you more details on what is going to be happening after that. So thank you very much for watching this week's episode of Coaster of the Week. Make sure you check out all the other episodes that I've been doing over the past year, and make sure you check out for any other videos, including the vlogs, the Branthwaite Productions show that I did in the year, and basically just other more videos as well. Thank you very much for watching. Mine has been Jamie Branthwaite. This has been Coaster of the Week, and I'll see you in another video on the channel very soon. See you later everyone, bye for now. Well, hello there everyone, and welcome to Coaster of the Week. Now, unfortunately, I've got some very sad news. Unfortunately, yes, we are on another Saturday again, but unfortunately, it's the last ever episode of Coaster of the Week Series 3. Now, I'm a bit sad because I've really enjoyed doing the series this year, and basically, I cannot believe how quick it's actually gone, because basically, in February, it started off really slowly, but now, we're all the way in November. I can't believe it, because basically, I cannot believe that we're in November now, and basically next Saturday is the 1st of December, and I can't believe how quick the whole of 2018 has gone. And I've really enjoyed doing Coaster of the Week Series 3, and I just can't believe how quick it's really gone. And also in this video, at the end, I'm going to be sharing some of my favourite highlights of the series, and some other information about next year. So without further ado, let's get straight into our final roller coaster of Series 3 of Coaster of the Week. Okay then, so here we go. It's time for the last ever roller coaster of Series 3. The final roller coaster, the final episode. Let's make it a good one. So, this coaster I'm going to be talking to you about this week is called Big Bash Finish. Now, if you don't know what I mean, it's basically going to be a coaster. It's going to be bashing through a lot of barrels, a lot of fake walls. It's going to be absolutely awesome. It's going to be bashing through lots of barrel alleys, and it's going to be going and basically like that. So basically just lots of barrels, lots of walls. It's going to be a short coaster, and basically at the end it is going to crash. It's going to come off the track, it's going to fly high into the air, and then it's going to crash into the rock by the near the track. So basically that is something I'm going to be showing you in this clip in a minute. So without further ado, let's go through the final thrill data and statistics of this last coaster. So the max speed 50.91 miles per hour. The average speed is 29.31 miles per hour. The duration is 1 minute and 1 second long. So that is a good, few seconds or a few minutes for the final coaster. There's 10 drops on this ride. Thrill rating 100 out of 100. Nausea 69 out of 100, which is a little bit bad. So the statistics. The build cost £8,110 to build. The capacity is 12, and yeah, you still got the same thrill rating and nausea ratings as well. So without further ado, let's get straight on with our final POV of the series. Here it is. So here we go then, the last coaster of the series. It's been a great series. I really like enjoying all the roller coasters I did. Sit back and enjoy the ride, and here is the last coaster of the series. Through the barrels, then we're going to go through some walls, then we go down to some more barrels. That's some walls as well. We go up a big hill as well. Got some more barrels. Lots and lots of walls and barrels. The train smashing. There we go, we're going to crash. There we go. And that's it, that's the finale. And there you go. And that is the final P.O.V of the series. I hope you enjoyed it. So there you go, that was literally the last roller coaster of the series. Now I am so sad that the series has come to an end, and I just want to say thanks to each and every one of you for watching the whole series this year, commenting on the videos, liking the videos, subscribing to the channel. It has been such a fun series to do this year, and I cannot wait until next year when the Coast of the Week series reaches its 4th series. Now the series started way back in 2016, and I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for watching the other series as well, the 2nd series and the 1st series, but just thank you very much for watching the 3rd series of Coaster of the Week. It means so much to me. I've been working so hard this year on all of the coasters, lots of different designs, lots of fast ones, lots of slow ones, lots of tall, short ones, long coasters, short coasters. It's been amazing. And lots of wacky different designs and elements I've used as well. So basically, thank you very much for watching Series 3 of Coaster Week. Now, I'm just going to share a few quick highlights before we end the video. My highlight is designing all these wacky roller coasters all throughout this year. I really enjoyed it. I just loved it, and basically, I just like the way that you people out there watch the series. You comment on the videos. You tell me why you like the videos and that, and I really appreciate all the support that I've been having to Branthwaite Productions this year, because currently we are now on 73 subscribers, and if we can get to 100 subscribers I will be so happy. And just thank you so much for watching. It's been, you know, a pleasure doing another series of Coast of the Week. But anyway, let's quickly do a few information about Series 4. So basically next year it's going to be a bit different on Series 4. The uploading time of the series is going to be on any day of the week. It could be a Monday, it could be a Tuesday, a Wednesday, it could even be on a Thursday, or even at the weekend. So basically, you know, it's going to be a really different series next year. I'm going to be doing 2 roller coasters in one episode to make the episodes a little bit longer, because it would be really nice if I had really longer episodes than that. I'm also going to have some new titles introduced. I'm going to have some new credits at the end, and basically I might even have some soundtrack playing in the series next year. So that is something you need to watch out for next year on Branthwaite Productions. So thank you so much for watching the series this year. I hope you enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it too, and I cannot wait until next year. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on another video here on Branthwaite Productions very soon. So hello everyone, bye for now.